Welcome back to the program. I want to introduce Joey Prusak. He is, how old are you, Joey? 18?
19.
19. And you've been working at Dairy Queen for how long?
5 years. I started when I was 14 years old.
Okay. And you're a manager?
Correct.
Okay. And we had you on the air a month ago? 2 months ago?
Yeah, probably close to 2 months ago.
2 months ago. What has happened in your life since?
What hasn't happened? It's been really hectic. A lot of people coming in, a lot of people calling me. I was in LA on the Queen Latifah show. Yeah.
Didn't know she had a show.
No.
She probably doesn't know I have one.
I'm going there after this, so we can move it along.
There you go. Yeah, staying busy though.
Okay. And you wrote and said you wanted some career advice. You wanted some advice on where you're headed, because it's, am I wrong in saying that because when you talked to me last time, you said, I know what I want to do. I want to own my own Dairy Queen. So what do you want to do now? Where are you headed?
I'd like to own my own business, but when you're 19 years old, how do you get to that point where you have the funds or you have the right people backing you or the right knowledge in order to have your own place?
Who's your boss?
A guy.
Right? Okay, so what can you do to make his life simpler? What can you do to make things easier for him? I mean, it's just my opinion. It's a question a lot of people really don't ask, but I know that in my little world, when somebody makes my life easier, I just can't let him go. And eventually you can go as far as you want to.
And to go with your own business, I mean, I just saw somebody was raising money online on Kickstarter for a serious chemistry set. And I mean like a serious chemistry set. And I mean, it was about this big, opened up as a suitcase, and I had everything. I mean, it was not like I would give it to kids. It was like acid and poison and everything else. And they said, you know, we've always felt, you know, they used to make these in the 1950s, and we've always felt that there's a place for these still. And they needed to raise $30,000 to do it. As of this morning, they were already up to $20,000. And I thought to myself, and I said this on the air today, for the first time in human history, you don't have to know the right people. You just have to have a really good idea and be able to make the case. And then say, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to build. I mean, I really think saying you want your own place, you want your own whatever, that's, you know, how do I get my own place is probably not the right question. The right question is, what do I really love? What do I really, what motivates me to do anything? If it's money, you might be successful for a while and you'll fail. But what is it that you see as a problem or a need that you're like, I can fix that. I can fix that in a heartbeat. And I want to fix that. When you find that, that's when people, you know, beat a path to your door.
Absolutely. How can you make the blizzard better? I mean, it's great, but like, how do you, I mean, is there opportunity for innovation?
Cold Stone Creamery is a great example. Right. Somebody taking ice cream and pounding it out in front of you and then taking cake and I mean, that doesn't scream me. You know what I mean? That's like, I could live there. I would rent a cot right there in front of Cold Stone Creamery if they'd let me.
Don't do that, Glenn.
No, don't
do it. Now they frown on it. Yeah. I have a quick question though. As the manager, are you in charge of hiring?
I'm literally in charge of everything.
So, how many people interview for positions, and what's been your experience in dealing with that?
Well, this year was my first year kind of taking over like the manager duties. So we normally hire in the spring, and I think we had about 150 applications come in, and I would say about 2% of those are good applicants. So
see how easy it is to be successful? I mean, do you really, honestly, he's a different story. Do you think I'm successful because I'm good? The field is just wide open. The field is wide open. If you're willing to risk it all, you're willing to work the hours. There's a lot of people, I mean, you could ask the guys that I work with that have been my friends for 30 years. They'll say to me all the time, I'm not willing to do what you do. I'm not. They're not willing to go and work around the clock and fly everywhere and work like I work. I am. They're not. They're happy where they are, and they don't covet what I have because they know it takes hard work. If you're willing to do those things, my gosh, you will not believe how easy it is to be successful. And especially with technology. You guys are coming into an age where everything is a possibility. Everything. I want to do a dumb chemistry set that, I need $30,000. I can tell you, when you and I were younger, there's no way any bank, because I would have had to go then and say, and here are the stores that would carry it, and I've got a friend at FAO Schwartz or whatever, no way I'd get the financing. Now I can not only get the financing, I can sell it online, and they'll find me. You just have to be outstanding in something.
And remember, too, it doesn't change. Those numbers you're looking at, 98% of the people you interview, they walk away and you're shaking your head going, what in the world were they thinking? It's no different in your position. When you're presenting yourself to whoever your boss is, he or she is looking at people all the time, too, and going, no, it's not them.
Can I tell you something, Joey? And I have to take a break. This is God's honest truth. As you go, and I'll bet you'll say the same thing, as you go higher and higher, I mean, I've met presidents, kings, I've met them all. And you're like, how the hell did they get that job? You, right? You will find it's about 2% of the population that really, the rest of everybody else is like, I don't know, I was just standing in the room and they gave it to me. Right. Back in just a second.